what do you get from attending a Mindfulness for Stress course? And what people generally say when they have attended a Mindfulness for Stress course? Generally, they say they feel calmer, more relaxed, less stressed. They feel that they can respond more rather than react, and that gives them a sense of agency, of freedom. They feel that they feel more connected to themselves and others, and as a result, they experience a change in their relationships. Their relationships feel deeper, more satisfying. Feel that their approach to life has become more curious, more creative, more trusting, and as a result, they feel more confident about themselves and their life. And most importantly, they feel that they can make better choices for themselves. I started teaching, or I wanted to start teaching mindfulness because about 20 years ago, I suffered from high levels of stress and anxiety. I felt I experienced low self-esteem. I didn't feel very confident about myself and my life. Overall, I didn't feel happy and well in myself. And I shared how I was feeling with a few trusted friends of mine. And one of them very highly recommended to me and encouraged me to learn how to meditate and learn how to get to know my mind. And that I felt skeptical about it. But I was feeling really so unwell that I needed to do something to help myself to feel better. And so I gave it a good go, and I started to learn how to meditate and to get to know my mind and the habits of my mind. I discovered how judgmental I was towards myself and how that caused me most of my anxiety and stress and all the unnecessary negative thoughts that I was adding to my situation. And so mindfulness really changed my life. I became calmer, I became more kind to myself. My relationships changed, and the one thing that really made such a big difference was to realize how changing my attitude towards myself and others completely changed how I experienced myself. And so I wanted to teach and share mindfulness because it had made such a big difference in my life. And what I also like about mindfulness teaching is that it's different from traditional teaching that is more about lecturing and telling people. Mindfulness is very experiential. It's teaching some mindfulness concepts or ideas, but then it's very much about encouraging people to explore the teachings for themselves and the impact mindfulness practice has on their life. Every week throughout the 8-week course, what we learn are essentially 3 things. Every week we learn a new mindfulness practice, and we share guided mindfulness practices that people can then practice at home at their own leisure and at their own pace. We also every week learn a new idea, new teaching in mindfulness that then we practice together every week, and people then also are encouraged to apply the tools to their daily life. So we call those mindfulness in daily life. And the wonderful thing about mindfulness practice is that we can practice in every moment of the day. I say to people, mindfulness is a daily practice. It never stops. So although we have to dedicate some time and space to the formal practices to train the mind and heart, we can practice mindfulness every moment. So for example, we encourage people to choose one activity that they do with more awareness every day. and then apply that to other activities throughout the day. That could be brushing your teeth or making your toast or your cup of tea, bringing a little bit more awareness, consciousness to that activity, and to notice what it feels like to do just one thing. Or we encourage people to slow down throughout the day, just a nudge. It's not about becoming a snail, as I like to say, and do everything in slow motion. Not at all. Just the experience of when you walk to the tube or you commute. What does it feel like to just slow down, just a nudge? And the effect it has on the nervous system, on your overall well-being, how you feel at the end of the day when you just slow down a little bit. Or we encourage people to take a break before you need it. That's a fantastic practice, because often we are on autopilot. We don't notice when we get tired, when we've been sitting at our desk for 3 hours already, and then we crash and can't do anything anymore because we are knackered. So mindfulness teaches us these very, very practical tools that we can apply instantly to anything we do